Um, Jerry gone to work. I'm getting up, getting ready for work, and get Cutie Pie out. I gotta be to work at 9 o'clock this morning, y'all. I gotta get up, get ready, and get Cutie Pie up and get her going. Come on with me. Last night, Jerry did his first YouTube video on how to buy, sell, and trade stocks. He did an intro last night, but because we're being pre-recorded, we gotta wait until the processing go through for it to be posted. Y'all join us every Sunday night at between 8 and 8:30, and Jerry do a 30-minute segment on how to buy, sell, and trade stocks. Y'all don't want to miss this. It's something for everybody. For those of you who are on a fixed income that think that you can't afford to buy, sell, and trade stocks because you're on a fixed income, yes, you can. Yes, you can. That's how I got into it, on a fixed income. And now my income, I get a nice chunk of change. Okay, so if you think because you're on a fixed income that you can't buy, sell, and trade stocks, yes, you can. Yes, you can, baby. 1 plus 1 will equal 2 if you know how to do it. Okay. Um, Let me see what else I'm gonna cover this morning. This morning I'm gonna talk about relationships, but not so much as just a little bit. I'm gonna touch on that. My thing is I want to read the Daily Strength for Women every day, not only to bless y'all, but to also bless me. It's a journey that I've been going on with God since last February. Y'all, there's so much that I have to tell y'all about my you getting a whooping, Cutie Pie. Soon as I get off live. She ain't gonna never get out of doggy jail, y'all. Cause she trying to regress and I can't let that happen. Let's go. You getting a whooping when we come back in here. As soon as I get off live, I'm not playing. Go. But anyway, I'm gonna do a segment on how to buy. Well, look at me. Jerry do his segment every Sunday night on how to buy, sell, and trade stocks. So once y'all learn how to do that, he's gonna teach y'all how to set up a portfolio. The Go use the bathrooms. The best stocks to buy, when to buy, and how to buy. We have made a very, I don't want to say lucrative living, but what I want to say, we made a very comfortable living off of buy, selling, and trading stock, y'all. That's my ignorant ass neighbor over there. I really don't deal with her because she has demons. She has drunk demons that really just overtake her. And when people show you who they are, that's who they are. So I just choose not to deal. I be to myself on this journey. But anyway, yeah, this morning I'm gonna touch on relationships only for a minute, and I'm gonna read my daily word. I've been doing that, like I said, since last February, and God has really been blessing me. Anytime um you give God your time, on whatever level you give him your time on, it will be rewarded back. And that's what I do. I'm waiting on Cutie Pie, y'all. She taking forever to sit over there and poop. She getting a whooping this morning because she knows better. So yeah, there she go over in the field, sitting up, call herself using the bathroom. So whenever she decides to come on in, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna get started on my word and my commentary. So yeah, um this is part of the Carolinas at night, and this how things go sometimes at night. But I gotta be to work at 9 this morning, so yeah. But I'm still gonna give God his time, and I'm still gonna do what's required for me to do. Okay, so we got Cutie Pie back up and in. She gonna get a whooping here shortly, but I'm gonna wait until I come off the live with y'all because, like I said, I cannot allow her to lose her training, and for some strange reason, she's trying her best to lose her training, and I'm not gonna allow her. When I get off live, cutie pie, I'll deal with you soon as I get off live here in 30 minutes, because you knew better than that. You sure did. Hold on, y'all. See, she's so turned up. She don't even want to eat her breakfast. That's how unbehaved she's been carrying on. And there's no need for that except for Cutie Pie just acting lazy. And I can't let her get lazy under no circumstances. See, when these dogs, they get too comfortable. And when they get too comfortable, they lose their, they, majority of the time, they lose their training. But anyway, we're going to touch on relationships for a minute. Today, I'm going to touch on, I'm going to reiterate communication. Always be willing to sit down and communicate with your spouse, with your lover, with your friend, or whoever you got. If this the person that God has for you, and God has designed this person for you, y'all should be able to sit down and have a conversation no matter what. Y'all, I have implants. For those of you that are interested, I have implants in my mouth, and I have an arch that I take in and out of my mouth. In 6 months, it's going to be fixed in where I will not be able to take it out. And it won't be the one that I'm using now to get used to my implants. I've been on this implant journey now for almost 3 years. I started with COVID. I started doing COVID. No, actually started right before COVID. I started in December. I got my teeth pulled, all of my teeth pulled out, December up top, December the 18th of 2020. That's when I got them done. In 21, COVID was what was on the lamb in full force. Everybody COVID this, COVID that, COVID this, COVID that. And with that alone, it messed me up a great deal. So I now that everything really it really taken damn near 4 or 5 years for stuff to be up and running back the way it used to, where I can complete my implant journey the proper way. So when I come on and I don't have my arch in, it hurts actually. And your gums and stuff, it's just an expensive letdown, if you ask me. And my teeth, I had beautiful teeth. I had a goal because I'm from Alabama since I was 16 years old. And I wanted, and I turned 50. And my best friend, she went on her teeth wasn't so good. So I went on my journey for implants during the same time she got all of her teeth extracted because they wasn't healthy teeth. So I didn't want her to feel bad. So by that being my best friend, I went on I took that opportunity to go on my journey about a year or two early than what I wanted to, because I wanted, by the age of 52, I wanted to have all of my teeth extracted and have implants up and down. And the reason being is because as you get older, you don't want to be feeling no pain. You don't want to go through unnecessary pain in life if you don't have to. And once you get 50 years old, you got to keep your car tuned up as often as you can. Because as we know, Everything go downhill when you after 50 and older. And what I mean by car, I mean your body. You have to do the same way. You have to keep a car tuned up. You got to keep your body tuned up. The same way you go through changes with your body as you age, you go through changes with a car as it age. What you put into your body is what your body is going to give you. What you put into your car is what your car going to give you. Same script, different cast. But anyway, like I was saying, so for those of you who are wondering, and not only that, I'm 54 years old. I have a husband that loves me, and teeth don't bother him. You understand? Because he knew me when I had those teeth. So he already know this a PP, this a personal thing within myself, right? And he's patient enough and love me enough to let me be me, and I thank him for that. But when it's time to show the flow, baby, you best to believe, Miss Gerry, be pieced the fuck up. Everything be in place. But I'm coming to my YouTube family because we family. And when you family, you should be able to come as you are. I'm not going to get on this internet or on social media and paint a facade because when you the way you started, it's the way it's gonna be. And it may come a time where you got to get on as you are, without the makeup, without the glitz and glamour. Then that's when your YouTube family gonna start judging you, because they used to seeing you in one way. But when you let them see the raw and uncut, you don't get judged. Because they be like, oh, that's Miss Gerry. She come on every morning at 6 o'clock. She fuss at Cutie Pie. She talk about her husband. She cover relationships. She read the daily word. She bless us with that. She talk a little shit, and then she gone. That's how I want to be known. Not as somebody that get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, geared the fuck up, glam the fuck down. Then one morning I got to come on because y'all looking forward to seeing me, and I'm looking like Spook the Luke on a fluke. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. So this is what y'all gonna get. Y'all gonna get the raw and uncut version of me. Yesterday, we chilled all day, y'all, Gerry and I, because he drove away from New York and only stopped to get gas. And it took him 12 hours, and my husband is almost 60 years old. So even though we don't look our age, trust me, our bodies are just like old cars. We have to keep them tuned up on every ham. Period, point, dot. And we're not ashamed. We're grandparents. We ain't so heavenly bound till we ain't no earthly good. Cause I smoke CBD. I do we have our cocktail hour. We have the times that we get together and we chill out, and we have relationship hour. We do all of that. You know what I'm saying? So no, that's not what's going on here. And these are the pre-rolls that I smoke. I have Crohn's disease. So instead of me taking my Humira shots every morning, my doctor told me that the mornings that I don't want to take those and crash out on those, that I can smoke pre-rolls, hemps and CBD, and that helps calms the nerves in my stomach too. So when I get ready to, when food or my protein shakes touch my stomach, I won't get so gassy and I won't get sick, you know, from just food coming in contact with food also. Oh, it's a lot about me that I'm going to share. If it's any of y'all that has Crohn's disease and you want to share your story with me, and we converse back and forth together on what I do to keep my Crohn's disease controlled versus what y'all do. I mean, if you want to share, please do so. Okay, once we get ready to go, well, once YouTube really release me in the algorithm where y'all could really help. Y'all could really help get me released in the algorithm. We're literally 40 subscribers away from 100 subscribers. I need y'all to view my videos, to like my videos, to comment and subscribe to my channel. Okay? If our channel is a place that you want to be, subscribe to our channel, Williams Us 1969. Okay, like I was touching on before, relationships. One thing that since Gerry been gone, since he left and went to New York, and him and I did that public I'm gone with my YouTube channel. I guess he really thought about things. And him and I, we talked, and we apologized to one another, and we talked about communication. Like I said, I'm a country girl with a northern swag. Because I was born and raised in Alabama, and I left Alabama when I was 19 years old, and I moved to Ohio. And I stayed in Ohio for almost 50 years. And I moved back to the South in 21, November the 2nd. And it's been, for the most part, it's been a struggle. It's going to always be a struggle when you're relocating from one state to another, where you leaving behind all your friends, all your foes, the whole nine. And when you really too old to even try or be worried about friends. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so I roll with the flow. I do what I have to do. I do my commentary. I treat people the way I want to be treated. And I try to communicate and be open with my husband. And one thing that we learned on this journey here lately, when I thought that he was being very rude and disrespectful, he wasn't. New York people have their own language, their own demeanors, and their own culture, and it's very strong. And if you don't know that, it will come off as a person being rude. And I forgot that one moment in time. Gerry ain't being rude. Gerry is from New York. And I forgot that. And like I told him, I would like for you to really practice on where we are now. And not talking so strong. I understand you from New York, and I accept the fact that you're from New York, but I'm from Alabama with a Cleveland swag. So we found a common ground to meet. When I feel like he's being too aggressive and disrespectful, I'd be like, babe, we came up with a system to help both of us recognize when the other thinks that the other one is being disrespected. And our damage control. All it take, y'all, is communication and really taking the time out to get to know the person that God gave you. Or God designed for you to be with. For real, for real. Now that I touched on that, like I was saying, if I have any landlords that is interested in subscribing to my channel, and you have any houses for rent, and from Cleveland, Ohio to North and South Carolina, please DM me, and I will announce them at the beginning of my lives. Okay, if you have any questions that you want to ask Gerry about any commentary that he do, drop it in our DM, and the next time he go live, he will address those questions personally. Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all to continue to have a good day. Keep an open mind, keep an open heart, be safe. And I'm going to speak on the voting laws at the local level. Y'all need to get out and go vote, y'all. Voting at the local level and at the state level is way more important than the president of the United States election. That's important too, but that's worldwide. But what's more important and where you need to be focused on is your state and local laws, because those are the laws that are going to be abided by in your state and at a local level until the next election. I need everybody that got an ear to hear to really start getting into what's going on in your community and what's going on in your state. And I really need y'all to pay attention to those local and state laws, because those the ones that are determined that determine what's in your neighborhood, how long it's in your neighborhood, how you get treated in your neighborhood, how you get treated by the police in your neighborhood. Okay, those are the laws that are put in place that are designed for you to abide by more so than the presidency. The president is where it's the whole 50 states. You need to be focused on the state that you live in. You wonder why your Burger King left. You wonder why your Dollar General left. You wonder why you don't have a Dollar Tree anymore in your neighborhood. You wonder why you don't have a Family Dollar anymore in your neighborhood. It's because of those census and those local and state laws. That's the reason. You wonder why there isn't an Aldi's in your neighborhood. You wonder why there isn't a Food Lion in your neighborhood, or a grocery store, or a Dave's, or any other little mom and pop dollar store. You wonder why there are no gas stations in your neighborhood, because when it was time for you to get out and vote at your local level, you determine the mayor of your county. You determine that. You determine the laws. You determine what's going to be on the books and what's not going to be. You do. Your neighbor. You determine whether or not you're going to have garbage pickup in your community and in your neighborhood. You determine that. We the people, more so than the presidency. The president is determined worldwide. You, the person that looks just like me, the human being, that's where your vote counts. Your vote don't count at the presidency for real. You understand? I'm going to reiterate this. If the Simpsons done told you, a cartoon done told you who gonna win the presidency, do you really think your vote count? It do, very small. When I say small, about that small, do it count? But where you can make a difference and where you can make a change, where you can really stick out your chest and say, you know what? I helped did that shit. It's them local laws. I'm telling you, if you tired of the police shit in your state and in your community, get out and vote. You make a difference. That head sheriff or that DA or that prosecutor or that judge, you vote them motherfuckers in by not voting. And y'all wonder why things are so against us. These people know that people that look like me ain't finna get out and vote at in their community. They know that people look like me don't give a fuck about that judge until they come face to face with them, and that judge hit that gavel and tell your ass to go sit down for the rest of your fucking life, when you could have got out and voted at a local level and got that motherfucker off the seat. That prosecutor, that every time that detective go to that prosecutor prosecuting you right, wrong, or indifferent, that's because you didn't vote. You voted that motherfucker in by not voting. That head, that sergeant or that chief of police, that every time you get arrested, whether it's a traffic ticket or whether it's a jaywalking ticket, you wonder why your ass going to jail? Because you didn't vote that motherfucker up out of that office. We doing that. We keeping these motherfuckers in power at a local level. We doing it. By not being attentive, not caring, and not voting. We doing this. Everything that's going on, the presidency ain't doing this. We, the people, for the people, are doing this by not doing due diligence and getting involved and going to vote at a local level. You wonder why food stamps leaving? Because you didn't vote. You wonder why things are going on in your community that surpass your understanding, because you didn't get out and vote at a local level. You didn't do your due diligence. You didn't study. You didn't take 5 minutes out of your day to look at your local laws in your community. You wonder why the kings of the world, the TV kings, the QBCs, the district attorneys. You wonder why them people in power. Because you keeping them in power by not voting. Especially down here in the Carolinas. Y'all need to get up. And y'all need to go vote at a local level. Y'all need to be a change in y'all community and in y'all counties. Y'all need to we need to band together and overturn these state laws and overturn these state representatives who's fighting to lock people up that look just like me and you. And taking away our freedom and putting us in jail for no apparent reason. All because they know they in power and they can do that. We the people, for the people, are giving these people the power to do this. Just like when they had them red light cameras everywhere. It was the light people that got mad and got tired of getting fucking camera tickets. The same ones that voted it in. But when it hit them, what did they do? They got up off their ass and they went back to them same polls in their state, in their county, and in their community, and they voted to get them the fuck out. And what happened? They left. But my people, we sit up on our ass and we don't give a fuck until you face to face with that adversity in that county and in that community that you going through now. Y'all want me to tell y'all why? And this is no pun to none of my ethnicities, because we all made from God. So this is no pun personally on y'all. This is what I see going on with people in my culture that look like me. Period. Y'all want me to tell you something? And it's been proven time and time again. You don't believe me? Watch the first 48. Watch the crime scene, the crime shows. Watch them and see what happened. That chief of police, we voted him in by not voting. That district attorney, that DEA of y'all county and of y'all state, we voted him in by not voting. That sergeant that's racist and you can see him racist, we voted him in by not voting. And you wonder why so many innocent people sitting in jail right now. Because you didn't vote. Period. These same old light people and these same old laws are being repeated on the books year after year after year because we don't take time, 5 minutes out of your day, to go look at these laws and see that they're not for us. If you are a minority, these laws are whooping on us. You wonder why there's no more food stamps for single people. Because you didn't vote at a state and local level. You wonder why your House of Representative is an asshole and don't give a fuck. You wonder why your state governor is against you and them voted in all this stuff that no matter what, if you walk across the street on a red light, you gonna get a fucking ticket when ain't no cars coming. Those are local laws. Those are local laws. Y'all wonder why marijuana ain't legal in the state of North and South Carolina, because you won't get up and go vote. You wonder why it shares on every ham, because you won't get up and go vote. You wonder why these sheriffs done got this sophisticated system that if you got a traffic warrant, it's gonna bleep when you pass their car, because you won't get up and go vote. But it'll take you for one traffic ticket. You get stopped by one of them. Your car done been towed, you going to jail. Then you got to pay to get out of jail. Then you got to go to court. You got to pay some more. You got to get your car out of the impound. You wonder why every time this happened, because you won't go vote. But they steady passing local laws. They steady apprehend citizens where they paying. All you doing is paying. Where all that revenue going? Because it ain't going on fixing the streets. It ain't going on fixing the traffic lights. It damn sure they ain't giving it back to the citizens. So where's it going? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all better get this shit. Y'all better get this, because baby, this shit ain't getting no better at all. If you too lazy in your community or your state to take out time to make sure your rights are protected and you're not being violated, if you're too lazy to do that, DM me the state and county that you live in, and I will pull up your local laws and I will discuss them on one of my lives. I have no problem with doing that. When all you have to do really is Google. If you live in North Carolina and you're in Mecklenburg County, Google, show me or tell me the local laws that are in place in Charlotte, North Carolina, Mecklenburg County, that's against the citizens of that county. It's gonna pop right up. That's all you got to do. Y'all sitting up here worrying about Trump and Kamala Harris. Fuck them. They important, but they this important to us. This important. That's how important they are. You ain't gonna see them motherfuckers riding down the street in your community. You not gonna see them motherfuckers riding down the street in your county, but you gonna see that motherfucking head sheriff. You gonna see that DEA. You gonna see that chief of police. You gonna see that judge. You gonna see that prosecutor. You gonna see them. That's who the fuck you gonna see. You gonna see that state representative on TV. You gonna see that mayor. You gonna see that fucking governor of that state on TV. Them the motherfuckers we need to be worried about, y'all. Them the ones that's tearing down our communities. But you go in their community. Look how they living. Y'all better get this shit. I keep trying to tell y'all, and I'm stressing this to y'all because especially the African American community, I'm stressing it to y'all because these laws are the oldest laws in the book. And like I said, it's about 2,500 to 3,000 people, all different race and ethnicities, flocking to the Carolinas every single day and do not understand that these laws are set out to lynch us. These local laws. The more y'all flock in, the worse the laws are getting. The penalty is the same old laws being retracted and revoted in every year, but with worser and worser penalties. Don't be like me. Don't wait until you at the forefront of it all with a criminal justice degree and then decide, let me look at these fucking laws and see what I'm up against. Then your eyes get big as hell. Because that's what happened to me. I can't reiterate that enough, y'all. I really can't. In a minute, these laws, if we don't be proactive about these laws, in a minute, these laws gonna be so far-fetched, y'all, at the local level, it ain't nothing we can do. That's why I never wanted to move to Georgia, baby. Never wanted to. And then they got all these distractions that all of a sudden they bring it on people in their communities. That's to distract y'all so y'all won't get up off y'all ass and go vote. Y'all worried about Trump and y'all worried about Kamala Harris. You better be worried about that DEA and that judge and that state representative and that chief of police and that head fucking sheriff that these light people done voted back in your community and in your state to lynch y'all motherfucking asses. That's what y'all need to be worried about. Y'all need to get up off y'all ass and go vote. And I'm going to tell y'all something even better. If you already in the court system for one reason or another, all you got to do is call the public defender's office and ask them, can you I know you don't have time to tell me about my local laws, but can you point me to how I can find out about my local laws? And the representatives of our state and our community. The next time you got to get on a bus and go three communities over to get a bag of bread, cause ain't no Aldi's and ain't no Save-A-Lot and no Food Lion or nothing, no Family Dollar, no Dollar General, no Dollar Tree, no nothing in your community, nowhere to eat, nothing. Remember, Miss Gerry told you why. Remember, I told you why. Okay, y'all, we finna read the word this morning. Daily strength for women or men. It resonates both. God is great. God is good. We serve one God. And what a mighty God we serve, honey. So you take what resonates to you and leave out that doesn't. Okay? Because God's word is divine. No matter who you are or what you are. God's word is very divine. Okay? Okay, today, October 22nd, Crown Victoria. Okay, the Lord takes delight in his people. He crowns the humble with victory. Okay, some of the most substantial and ultimately wonderful changes in our lives come from the moments of vulnerability. But vulnerability takes one key ingredient: humility. Humility and humility is not easy. Isn't it sometimes easier for us to pretend that conflict never happened than to face the fact that we made a mistake and wronged another person? It's not always easy to humble ourselves to fight for the resolution in an argument, especially when it means admitting our failures. How can you show grace for people in your life who have wronged you? How can you humble yourself when you have wronged others? Let me read that again. How can you show grace for people in your life who have wronged you? That means, how can you be good and be appreciative and be nice to a motherfucker you know that done crossed you and that done did dirt to you? How can you do that? How can you humble yourself when you have wronged others? How can you go back to somebody and tell them, I'm sorry. I know I did you wrong, but I'm sorry. Can you please forgive me? Can you do that? Can you go to a person and be nice to them even though you know this the motherfucker that done crossed me? This the motherfucker that done put a dagger in my back? This the motherfucker that always got bullshit going on? Can you go back to that person? Baby, can I tell you something? I keep my enemies close. I listen to that somber thought and I follow the way my heart feels. And I'm going to key it up and treat you just as nice, even though I know you ain't nothing but a snake. It ain't my job to kill you. It ain't my job to put a dagger in your back. That's not my job. My job is to recognize who's in front of me and decide how I'm going to keep this person at arm's reach. That's all my job is to do. All while keeping a smile on my face and keeping love in my heart. I do it time after time after time. Even down to the woman that did my hair. That lady knew she didn't do my hair right. Then it ain't my job to tell you not midway stop. You ain't doing what I asked you to do. That ain't my job. You know what my job is? To let you go on and finish what you started, pay you, tip you, and wait on the school of the big payback. Wait on God. That's my job. If I didn't follow my first mind or that voice that speaks to me that tell me, no, don't let this person fuck around in your head, Shirley. Once that person that started fucking around in your head, it's your job to let them finish. Let them see. Let them think you the stupid one. Let them think you the goofy. Cause baby, guess what all I'm gonna lose? I'm gonna lose a small bit of money and gain a whole lot when it's all said and done. I'm gonna get another hairdo and I'm gonna get it the way I want it. But what you gonna lose? Cause you gained that $100. For every day I complain about how this lady did my hair, every day karma gonna hit her. This how the world is, y'all. You ain't got to go in nobody's face and mistreat them and talk to them bad and dog them and say stuff to hurt their feelings. Sometimes people need it right then and there. But if the situation allows you, and you done heard that voice, and you done felt it in your heart, but you decide to ignore all of that and go on with the get on, you keep on with the get on. Keep on with the keep on. See it through. And let go and let God. And watch and see what happens. Gotta let it go. You got to loose it. And let it go. Because the damage done already been done. And guess what? Your reward is on its way from heaven. Period. I knew this motherfucker wasn't doing my hair right. I knew she wasn't. But I didn't find. I heard that voice. Said, Shirley, don't let this girl put her hands in your head. I heard it. I felt it in my heart. But I chose to ignore it and sit there anyway. Every day I complain about my hair and that $100 she took. She losing way more than that. Because she knew she was incapable or wasn't willing to do what needed to be done when she saw that $100. No one wins in greed. Everybody we done seen fail because of greed, one way or another, one form or one fashion. We done seen them fall right before our very eyes. So if we done seen the big takedowns be taken down, do you really think God ain't taking the small people down? God don't like a greedy person. God like a cheerful giver. The ones that the least of. That's who God like. Y'all, I gotta go. I gotta get ready for work. I'll be back on tonight when I get home. I may not be able to take y'all live today inside my little first job. If I can, I will. But I'm here to tell y'all, money is green, blood is red, and God is good. You understand that? Take that as the word for today. Be humble. Be nice. Even when you know a person trying to do evil to you. Find a place in your mind and in your heart to put them motherfuckers. And that's where you keep them. Keep your enemies close. They said that for a reason. Make them your footstool, because God gonna do it. You know how you make a person your footstool? When you know they don't like you and you treat them nice. You know how you make a person your footstool? When you know them motherfuckers trying to take something from you and you treat them nice. If it ain't your life, guess what? It ain't even worth it. You can lose it if it ain't your life. Because guess what? If it ain't my life, I can get up tomorrow and I can do it all over again. It's your girl Shirley, Gerry at work, a.k.a. Miss Gerry. My husband gone to work. Cutie Pie finna get a whooping, and she's still in doggy jail. I'm on my way to work. I gotta get up and I gotta be to work at 9 o'clock. And I will be back on when I come home, get my husband together, get me together, and I'm relaxed for the night. I'm gonna come back on and I'm gonna do a little bit more commentary for y'all. But until then, I'm gonna tell y'all to have a safe, good day. Stay humble, stay vigilant. Look at them local laws. Be a change in y'all community. Change those state representatives that y'all don't like and y'all did not take a part in voting their fuckery into your community. Do that for Miss Gerry. It's your girl Shirley, a.k.a. Dark Skin, and I'm going to holler at y'all when I get home. Continue to like our videos. Even though YouTube trying to mess me up by not posting my videos, talking about they live, go back, look at my videos, y'all. Like our channel, subscribe to our channel, We 40 away from 100 subscribers. Help get us to 100 subscribers so we can go live and get in the algorithm. It's your girl Shirley, aka Dark Skin, aka Miss Gerry. Y'all have a good day, and I'm gonna talk to you guys soon. Go work, earn your money, get in the trenches, so when the day is done and you're around the table, you can look to the hills which cometh your help and say, thank you, Lord, for this day. Be safe. I'll talk to you guys later. When I get home, Miss Gerry out. Peace. Bye, y'all. Have a good day.